Rek'Sai consideration as well and will be locked in. Blind towards that top side. We'll see what Doran can actually do as a response, or whether they even can, because Nautilus, if they want it, they have to lock it in here. Yeah. I was thinking like, oh yes, Gwen, but no, don't really understand that one. And Faker with a wry smile as his Ahri is going to be locked in. One of his favorite picks historically. He's been fantastic on it. And does mean that T1 have really pivoted away from what have been late game drafts to far more mid-game focus. This really does feel like their bread and butter because they've been so good at snowballing leads. As Doran onto his Aatrox here, that is his attempted answer. So very deadly in the early stages of the game, as now Peanut has been found by Ona. Does do a fair bit of work, but you can see Peanut looking for a little bit of a turnaround. When Becomes Lightning does come in, as Zeka will have the inside track here on this particular battle. Blast Cone comes on over, there's the flash forward, and Ona locks down First Blood. Immediately it is answered, and somehow it's in fact Peanut that locks down the kill. See here, Carrier is hit by a rain of arrows, and I was just checking to see if Summoner Spells is okay. Peanut's coming on over. There's the flash forward as Carrier does so much damage. Peanut's burning down. It's a 1-for-1 once again, but I don't think Peanut was expecting to die so instantly. Unfortunately, not going to be collected here by Viper as Ona walks over reward. But still, T1, even though it's not going to be a successful gank with a kill or anything like that, should still be a lot of zoning being done. Plate will go down as now Zeka is going to try and mitigate it as the flick back onto Carrier, who doesn't have his flash. The hook gets in the way of the minions though, and Zeka, he has to flash to get himself out of dodge. A dangerous situation as Faker is clearing out vision here as well. He is very dangerous with Spirit Rush available. There is an equalizer, and Zeka, he's down to 100 now underneath this turret. This is so dangerous. As now Carrier looks to come in, he is definitely, never mind, the Fate's Call comes on down, Viper is burning, and Carrier is able to lock that one down. Zeka was free food there under the turret, and that's going to be lapped up by Faker, and finally they get a kill advantage.
Yeah, T1 with a huge swing of gold here after this play, and I mean the key of all of this is the Weaver's Wall just stops a little bit too short. Owner?
Yeah, there's another hook, it's going to connect there. They don't have a lot of depth
for that skirmish, which is really important in this moment, and the Weaver's Wall comes up short, and then Carrier is just like, well, I ult them, and then we can kill Zeka really easily. The Fate's Call timing here is so good as Carrier just hard forces the maximum amount of damage he can realistically get done here. The Ignite goes down as well. That is the
and he actually opts into dying.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Starting to get ahead. The Weaver's Wall from Zeka on that last play, if it's longer there, you know, if he had a level 11 Weaver's Wall, or if he's able to get there a little bit faster, maybe they make something of it as Viper.
Yep, he's going to have to walk down the red carpet. There's a flash in, as once again they've got Fate's Call, and so he can freely do this. The hook is going to go wide as Ona is once again back, and the Leap Strike will lock down the kill. And now Delight is trying to grab one back. Will be able to do so as Carrier will help grab some plate gold. Weaver's Wall going to come in as well as Zeka. He came from the other direction. That's absolutely insane. As now Peanut diving on in. When Becomes Lightning is going to do a fair bit of work there, but Carrier still able to create the distance to get himself out. And T1 not going to find the charm as When Becomes Lightning comes through once again. Peanut closes the gap as Threaded Volley. Faker does have to use that charge.
Or Guma can go match that, or Faker in this case.
Dear.
Peanut stayed.
Yeah, Peanut, he's still here. Gumayushi's at full health. They're still going to go for this dive. Threaded Volley is fantastic. There's the seismic shove, and Peanut, he wasn't going to die to that one. They'll take the plate and they'll take the kill. Avoid getting slowed down by these harpoons and dying immediately.
Viper, okay, hold up, Zeka?
Yeah, Charm is going to miss. Splash is going to come on through for Zeka though.
To play these fights out. As whenever we peel up to here, I'm always like, somebody hide in the brush, we have all vision on.
Speaking of hiding, Charm is going to connect onto Peanut here, but the Weaver's Wall is going to come on down. Faker does get out of the way of the rocks, but he's just going to get taken out. The flash was already used, and he's just going to die, and now we're taxiing over to Gumayushi, who's also taking massive damage. Peanut locks that one down. It's a double as the bottom lane evaporates, and Ona is trying to get something back, does take down the Varus, but the Threaded Volleys are chasing the Jax through. Still the Empowered one not going to connect as Peanut flashing in. Okay, I'm not sure about that one, but the Threaded Volley will save him. It was almost a Leap Strike in power, and it was just doomed as okay, hook gonna connect onto Carrier once again. Chains of Corruption, pretty powerful as well, as they're now just right in the back of this pit. Peanut gonna be taken down first though, as Zeka comes on in finally. Carrier keeping himself alive for so long, but will finally go down. And it's a 2-for-1 again here for Harmer Life Esports, but Faker closing in. Gumayushi still here as well. Charm going to land, and Faker pops like a balloon. Delight has been a god today, and that's not going to end in this game. He has the Titan's Wrath, and Zeus, nothing he can do 1v4.
Delight is just insane!
He was also pretty pivotal in that last fight, but I'm gonna have to hold that thought as the Weaver's Wall comes in. Seismic shove, throws back Gumayushi, but no rocks on the ground. So it'll be right for now as Equalizer comes in. Lots of value, but the hook out from Delight, and he says no to any sort of re-engage. Peanut hunting for Carrier as now the flash forward from Delight. He's just gonna press the R button onto Gumayushi, and the Weaver's Wall is going to get the flash out. The Equalizer comes down just to slow them down, but oh my god, the damage from these Qs out of Viper. Charm is just going to be avoided here by Doran, who's going to turn it around, gets the flash out from Carrier. And Ona and Hummer are just moving into their jungle. Okay, there's a seismic shove onto this Rek'Sai. Does try to get on top of Viper, but he's just not low enough. No execution available. Immediate teleport from Doran gets him towards his top side so that there is no cross-map play to be had. And man, HLE Esports came to play today.
And you can just feel the desperation out of T1.
One as the Q connecting. Carrier just going to get wiped out by Zeka on his Talia that's starting to... Oh dear, Peanut finds Ona one more time. Wind Becomes Lightning will not find the mark as the Weaver's Wall left a little to be desired. As Equalizer going to come down to protect the teleport. Still, Delight just straight up does not care about that one. Peanut also getting taken down relatively low, but that double knockup was too good! And now Faker is having to get out of there. It's not going to work out. Still, it's a fair bit of damage, but it is not enough. They are too strong. Still, into the backline goes Zeus. Zeka able to find a lot of damage onto the Rek'Sai, and he shouldn't be able to get out. Still, those couple of kills onto the bottom lane could be important to try and keep T1 in this. Still, it's going to be the ace, and it should still be the Baron for HLE. They try to wait for HLE Esports to make a mistake as Zeus, he is going to have a little bit of attention here. Eats the CC as he tunnels his way out. But now still with this minion wave bearing down on the top inner turret, it is likely they're just going to be able to take this one. Equalizer does come on through, doesn't do a lot of damage to these minions as they're baroned up. And the flash out from Carrier as, all right, Doran, I'm not sure about this one, but still, he pops the World Ender. He's going to go down, but Carrier should follow suit. Zeus gets back underneath his turret. Faker is just in the side lane trying to get them whatever bounty gold they can find. And it's ragged.
Yeah, they might be able to now.
Okay, there's an interruption onto Zeus. They're buying time to secure the dragon, which they are going to be able to do.
The whole inhibitor, T1 trying to set up the flank.
Yeah, Zeka in trouble. He's going to get charmed up. It's a lot of damage out from Faker as the flash has to be employed. Still, HLE Esports are continuing to push. This Nexus turret taken down to 50% health, and Weaver's Wall will get Zeka on over. So 5 members of HLE Esports now in position, but they do want to back away.
They don't actually hesitate. They don't mess this up. They don't play slow. They're like, oh, okay, well, we can't match Faker there. We can't stop the dragon, but we will get the inhibitor. And since you don't have Infernal Soul, this is definitely going to be worth it. Zeus, unfortunately, just did not know the light was sticking around and will die for his trouble, but at least buys time for them to get...
He does have 3 items. He's very tanky, but HLE Esports, they are looking to take down this inhibitor turret. And every auto from Viper is so scary. Still, Equalizer does come down. Chains of Corruption go wide. But still, how did T1 approach? There's rocks on the ground. There is so much poke available here as well. And there's a hook that's going to connect. The charm lands onto Viper. Zeus gets into the backline as well. And Viper is going to be taken out. Delight is extraordinarily low. They take down the Rumble. But T1, this is the best fight they've had so far. And Gumayushi is still untouched. Doran trying to get some work done, but he goes all the way into the sky. Oh my god. Never you mind. This Aatrox is too big. And he's just jumping all over the top of T1.
With his arm guard there.
That's a lot of tunnels for Zeus here. As Doran, he doesn't quite have the longevity in these fights that Zeus has, but he does have a lot of minions inside the base.
And that last Nexus turret here gets very low with Carrier respawning. Even he is going to struggle to clear this one up, and down it goes. Yeah. So now it's just an open Nexus here.
HLE now with another Baron ready to push down on an exposed Nexus, remember. Faker loses a third of his health bar just to 1 arrow. And doesn't find the charm as Delight will find the hook onto the Rek'Sai. Not exactly an optimal target. Now Peanut, he's going in. Equalizer goes down. Crescent Guard, my god, this damage is disgusting. And HLE will just get rid of the bottom lane immediately. The knockup comes in, the prepared seismic shove. And yeah, that Void Rush not going to be enough to save the Rek'Sai this time. And HLE a 3-0 over T1 in round 2 of playoffs. T1 will now have to face off against D+ Kia in the lower bracket.
Final moments here. Falling for Ari. And this is like too bad when Faker got away.
Yep.
And pushing for Callista.
What the heck was that damage?
Actually insane how much damage Peanut does here. Plus Viper.
Saying this is good, let's keep going. Zeus and getting a call out to try and kill the Rek'Sai. And they're just saying, we're tanking, let's just end the game. And that is precisely what they did. You can see the elated faces on Harmalife Esports. Even saying, did we actually manage to pull this off?